I'm Madison.
And I'm Mariah.
And you are watching another Louisville Seedbank tutorial video.
Brought to you by Beargrass Thunder.
Alright, and today we are going to talk about some grow bags. Now I've got these really nifty like felt grow bags. I got these specifically from Amazon, but I know some people have some issues with that. So you can get them from like Lowe's, local gardening centers. They are pretty much everywhere, super cheap, super affordable. Now in here, I've got some garlic in this guy. And in the other three, I've got different varieties of potatoes. The really nifty thing about these felt bags is this here, I've got a flap that whenever these potatoes are ready to harvest, I can just open it up, grab the potatoes, I'm good to go. That's the niftiest thing about these little bags. And you can grow pretty much anything in them. They work the same way as pots. So just put some soil in there. You don't have to grow root vegetables, but that's what I like to use them for. You can grow flowers, you can grow literally anything.
Now why do you have a net on top of your bags here?
Alright, so I've got a net staked into or around these bags. I've got a little bit of a squirrel problem. So I get this little, it's called bird netting. Really nifty, really affordable. I have it staked into the ground. So I do this so that I don't have to use any types of sprays, any types of traps, and it keeps the squirrels out.
You can see here that this one perhaps got by the squirrels. This is another great little planter. Where'd you get this kind of guy?
I actually got this from Walmart. I got it as a Christmas gift. They're transportable. When you put the soil in, it gets a little heavy, but they're really good for like patios and decks. So if you don't have a lot of space, so you don't have a lot of yard space, these grow bags, planters like this, super nifty.
So why do you have your stuff planted in bags and planters instead of just putting it straight into your yard?
That's an awesome question. I put all of my plants that I really have, like vegetables, into garden beds, into these little pots, things like this, because I don't really know what my soil is like here. Jefferson County, they do provide free soil testing, but I opted to not do that, and I got some soil for myself. So I put them into little grow bags, and these are easily transportable. I wasn't sure exactly what the sunlight was like over here, so if I needed to, I can move them to another part of the yard.
Yeah, you'll notice that they have handles.
Yeah, they're super cool.
I know that before this year, I had never seen a felt bag before.
Yeah, that was super new for me too.
Yeah.
I really wasn't immersed into gardening as I am now, and I only was aware of like garden beds or like the regular pots that you just see at Lowe's.
Or like more traditional like planters like this. And this is good too because you can see that it's kind of like woven, so it probably has a little bit of breathing. But what I found out also is that those traditional 5 to black gallon buckets, those are good for growing in. But if you have those in direct sunlight, sometimes they can end up basically cooking the roots that you have growing. So these felt bags are awesome because they're that greeny color and they kind of reflect off more sunlight, and also these will always breathe more than those plastic tubs.
Yes, for sure. And then what I found with the late frost that we get here in Kentucky, this actually insulates it a little bit. So the felt helps insulate that soil. So once, like we got a snow last week, this protected that mostly. I didn't really have to do anything except cover them. The soil didn't get cold. It was really great.
And you could have brought them in too if you would really needed to, since they're transportable.
For sure.
All right, I want to look at some of these plants that she has planted here. Did you plant these from seed or did you plant potatoes into the ground?
I planted these from seed potatoes.
Okay.
So what's really nifty about potatoes is they kind of branch off into these, I don't actually know what they're called, eyes, I think. And
oh, like it when you leave them in your fridge for too long?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cut them in half and then you just bury them. And that's where these little leaves come from. Those eyes, they develop leaves.
So you can plant the potatoes that you get at the grocery store?
Yes, buy organic if you want to do that. They do spray some stuff on the potatoes to prevent them from developing eyes. So yeah, get organic and you can just cut them in half, plant the eyes, and you're good.
So when you say seed potatoes, it isn't like a packet of seeds. It's still like the it's still the
looks
quarters
like
of potatoes.
Yep.
This is garlic, right?
Yes, that is garlic.
And how did you plant your garlic?
So I actually bought these from Lowe's. They came in a little box, and they were literally just garlic cloves, and I put them on the ground, and they're doing all right.
All right, thanks for joining us and watching more Louisville Seedbank videos. Check out for more educational stuff. You know, we're sponsored by Beargrass Thunder, and we're going to teach you how to grow a beautiful garden.